Here we are at South Bank, bright and early. I mean, if you call 8:40 a.m. bright and early, I mean, to me, that's pretty early. I don't sleep in that much, but you know what? I'm going to something called Collect Fest today. It's the first time it's happened, so that's gonna happen in the middle of the day, which means I've needed to rejig everything, and I wouldn't miss this because I love Dynamax legendary battles. I love them so much, and the reason I love them is because it's a cap of 4 people in the lobby, like any Dynamax. Whereas you've heard me many times say that I think Gigantamax stuff is just a bit too easy to do. I mean, with 40 people and most people have the right counters now, I think it's just too easy. Whereas with Dynamax, I mean, most people need to bring things that are relatively okay. And it means that our strategy needs to be a little tighter. And so Latios and Latias are gonna be the target for today. Now, Latios is gonna be a great attacker for Eternatus. I'm probably not gonna use it just because I'm sort of holding out hope that maybe some of my G-Maxes will be better. But if you are not able to get some G-Maxes and you want to be ready for Eternatus, Latios is going to be your guy. That is the attacker, Latias is the tank. So if you don't have a great tank, then Latias is the target you want to go for today. Latias's hundo is 2006. Latios' hundo is 2,178. I can't believe I have memorized this. I'm doing a great job. And also, if you want your counters, your best one is gonna be a Gengar, whether it's Gigantamax or Dynamax. This is a weird situation where Ghost is so good in this scenario that if you don't have the Gigantamax, the next best is not a Gigantamax, it's actually a Dynamax, and it's Dynamax Gengar. So that is your best counters for today. Let's look at the party I've got set up here. 2 Zamazentas and 1 Gengar. Now, this is why I'm like, if you don't have a tank yet, I'd be surprised if you don't have a Crown Shield Zamazenta ready to go. Don't forget, with Max Finale coming back, Crown Shield Zamazenta and Crown Sword Zamazenta are both going to return, so it's going to be a great opportunity for you. So I'm going to have 2 of them and then 1 Gengar. Now, normally I struggle with these because I do them in a Westfield shopping center, which is like a mall here. And normally I do it with one random guy opposite the food court who we kind of look at each other like, is that you? Yeah. And then he's got like 2 kids, and the kids bring like a mid-tier evolution. They don't bring the base evolution. They don't bring the max evolution. They've tried a little bit. They've got a mid-tier evolution that does nothing. So effectively, me and this dad are just duoing this thing. And so today what we're gonna do is invite people from the Patreon or other subscriptions around the different platforms that I post videos on. So if you wanna be able to be invited to these battles remotely, then please consider signing up for the Patreon or here as a YouTube member or anywhere else that you follow me. There's different membership options. They're all the same. You get on my friends list, you can jump into lobbies whenever you want, and I'll invite you to different stuff as well. So, most importantly, it supports me. Making these videos, it looks like a lot of fun, but let me tell you, there's a lot of work involved too. So thank you so much for the support that you give me on this channel, so please consider doing that. If not, like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. Let me know how excited you are for Latios and Latias, and are you gonna use them for Eternatus? Yes or no? I don't know, like I said, I think I'm gonna hold out for a Gigantamax that's gonna do a little bit more damage, but these are gonna be great Dynamaxes for that. So if you wanna do that, let's go walk to a power spot and get some stuff done with my Dub Zamazenta and Gengar. You remember with the Gigantamax Lapras, my team of 2 Zamazentas and 1 Rillaboom took 0 damage. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. I think I'm gonna take a little bit more damage today, being only 4 people in the lobby, but let's walk and see. All right, the first one, double Zamazenta, don't forget, and 1 Gigantamax Gengar. We've got everyone from the Patreon in here. Well, not everyone, there's only 3 spots, and I think there's about 300. Across the Patreon and all the members, there's about 300 people. So we can't get them all in here, but we'll rotate them through. All right, we have I think we've got 2 Zamazentas, 1 Zacian on the field. Here we go with Gigantamax Gengar, of which this design looks absolutely incredible. Incredible. And okay, this is doing an okay amount of damage. If you haven't seen the news about the Max Finale, every Gigantamax and Dynamax Pokemon is coming back. Every single one. All the Dynamax in the lead up. And during the event, then we're gonna have all the Gigantamax. So everything's coming back. Everything. while Eternatus is here. Now, if you haven't seen the news on Eternatus or Dynamax, make sure you go check out a really long video on it. But it's only as long as it needs to be. It's about 20 minutes because this thing is jam-packed. There's so much stuff happening. It's all a big, I mean, I guess it's called Max Finale. It's just dawned on me. Duh, Matt. It's called Max Finale for a reason. All right, back to the task at hand. All right, what do we got? We have, someone has a shiny Gigantamax Gengar, either D-Rock or It Not Right, or someone else. And someone else has a Gigantamax Charizard, not a bad option. All right, we haven't had a single Pokemon faint yet. All right, 3 of us have Gigantamax Gengars. All right, now we're back. Oh, this team is good. Guys, everyone in this lobby, shout out guys in the lobby. You guys are tight. Gone to the Westfield Mall days. Those days are over. Now what we're figuring out is how to not be so good. But yeah, that's what I was saying about Gengar. The shiny looks incredible. The design looks incredible. And this has only been available one time. A total of one time, and I was at a work conference for it and there wasn't remotes available. So I've been so lucky to have this traded to me, effectively gifted, from Chrissy. Shout out Chrissy. Chrissy knew, and Chrissy lives in Darwin. If you don't know the difference between Darwin and Brisbane, let me tell you, it's quite a distance. Chrissy knew and she was in town for a concert. She goes, here you go, Matt, you have it. And it was a lucky. It was a lucky. All right, let's go. So far, the Gengar has taken no damage, but that makes sense. It only comes out during the attack phase. One of my Zamas hasn't hit the field at all. The shiny Zama hasn't hit the field at all. Wow, that is easy. That is easy. Okay, so that was 4 people, 1 mushroom. We didn't need the mushroom, but someone felt like maybe we did. So they popped the mushroom. Thanks. Look, we could always use the help. We didn't know how hard it would be. All right, It Not Right. Our friendship went up. All right, 1 rare candy XL. Now it's gonna take a lot of candy. I think 4,000 candy to get a Dynamax happening. All right, I'm not gonna place anything here. Remember, 2178 is the hundo we are looking for. Let's have a look. Shiny first one and 2145. That's pretty good. The luck is happening, baby. I know you said don't dance, the aura lowers, but let me tell you, it's okay to dance. It's okay to be cringe. Embrace it. All right, boom. Don't forget, only use a regular pin app. Guaranteed catch if it's a shiny legendary from a raid or a max battle. So use it, double the candy, don't stress. All right. There we go. Wow, that looks good. Look, the stats are kind of in the right spot too. 14, 14, not good, but this is an attacker. This is an attacker Pokemon. That's great. That's great. Why are we looking at it without the Dynamax? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, the max color kind of flushes the shiny a little bit. Same the way that Lapras. You know, Lapras has a great shiny, but when you put max on. All right, let's go to the next one. See how much health the Zamazenta lost? Like less than 1/5 of health. That's how easy these are. All right, 23 Rebs, Moxie, Danny, coming your way, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if this is just as easy as the last one or if we got lucky with one of those moves. Because I just noticed in the Discord, Binky was saying that he found it really hard. So I wonder if, because I think Binky has some pretty good Pokemon from memory. So maybe Binky had a really bad move. Whoa, Solar Beam. Okay, maybe that's the move that Binky copped. Okay, Solar Beam just took off 1 stack of Max Guard and almost all of my Zamazenta's health. Wow! Wow! Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon with the be too easy. Wow! Alright. Jeez. Alright, I still think we can get this done. This is gonna be like one of those YouTube thumbnails where like, I'm not exaggerating. You know when like YouTubers normally like put up something where they go like, I think I did it the other day, right? They like act shocked or like annoyed about something. And you can just pretty much just pause that bit of the video and it's like actually the reaction. Wow. That's all right, we still have 11 Pokemon left. I might need to do some actual max guarding and use my tanks for the proper thing. Normally I just let them absorb the damage a little bit there as well. Wow, that's crazy. All right, G-Max Terra is a really great looking move. It's a great strong move, but it also is a great looking move with the chairs that move around. It's absolutely bugged. I'm pressing this, but it's doing nothing, right? Look at this, nothing. Nothing. It's all right. All right, wow, all right, let's go back. Someone has a Phalanx on the field. It's true though, fighting I think is okay. Urshifu, yeah, no, I think Urshifu is a good option. Urshifu is a good option, but I don't know if it's good as dark or fighting. I forget. There's a lot that this is weak to. So you can pretty much just like throw in anything. I'm gonna play it safe this time. I'm gonna do 3 stacks of max guard rather than any attacks. I'm gonna leave the attacking up to the other guys. Let's get some stacks back on. I'm now scared of Solar Beam. I'm now scared. All right, 1 stack of max guard. There we go, let's put another one on. This is gonna focus, so if you guys have forgotten how max guard works, right? Max guard is not the same as healing, because what max guard does and why tanks are super important is it redirects all the focus to your Pokemon. That's the point of a tank as opposed to a healer. If it was a healer, you would just heal your Pokemon and everyone else's Pokemon up and increase their health. But that's not what a tank does. What a tank does is it raises your defenses, which is what all of these shields are doing. But let's see what Solar Beam does. It almost wiped out my three stacks of max guard. I'm in disbelief. I thought I put on 4. I'm gonna have to put on my 3 again. I'm gonna play the pure defense role here. But like I said, putting the defense up, it puts all of the focus onto your Pokemon, which kind of like takes the bulk of the damage, whereas the rest of the Pokemon on the field can just focus on attacking and they won't cop as much damage. So I'm not surprised I lost 3 stacks, but at the same time, that like Solar Beam, oh boy. Oh boy. We're outside a police station over here as well. And you remember last week, I almost got reversed into by a police car. So hopefully all is forgiven, given they've got a power spot out the front of the police station. Safest place to play. Given, how crazy is this, guys, while we're doing this? How crazy is this? I was raiding the other day in my car, and I pulled over beside this church, and there's a little parking bay. And the craziest thing was I saw this person walking up to me, and she was like, hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, just ignore them because I'm in my car. Come up, start banging on the window. They're banging on the window. I didn't know what they're talking about. I'm like streaming this raid. And I bang on the window, hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, I just waved and I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. They started opening the car door. Like it was locked, right? That's why cars automatically lock while you're inside sometimes. Pulling at the car door, trying to get in. Trying to like, it wasn't like carjacking. She didn't have that look in her eyes, but it's like, man, what would you try to get into someone's car uninvited? Anyway, side note, can you believe that? Be safe out there, guys. That's not gonna happen here given we're at the police station. You'd hope not anyway. Safest place to play Pokemon Go is at the police station. All right, we're back up to our, wow, Solar Beam takes off 3 stacks. Okay, this is a perfect example of how tanking should be, right? Not just spamming all the way through. This is about actually increasing the defenses and focusing all that damage onto me. Because I think everyone else, what do we got? A Gigantamax Gengar. Yeah, we got, so everyone else has attackers on the field. Lapras, Gengar, Gengar. So that's great attackers. I know I said last week that Gigantamax Lapras is not a great attacker. It's not generally, but it's type effective here. All right, so we've only lost 2 Pokemon. One of them was mine because I underestimated Solar Beam. Wow, all right, preparing a large attack. All right, on the next one, I'm just gonna go straight to attack since we're almost done. Won't worry too much. Let's throw out our Gengar. Let's get it done. And wow, we deserve a shiny after that. Or maybe the shiny that I got last time is kind of like advance payment for this painful lobby. All right, boom. Yeah, baby, we got it done. We got it done. All right, 2178 is the number we are looking for here. Latios and Latios' shinies look incredible, right? Like, side note, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. Which one do you think has the better shiny? And don't we agree they're some of the best shinies in the game? Okay, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nothing's going in the power spots. All right. No shiny. 2138, it's bad. It's bad. All right, let's see how the catch circle is. All right, pretty good. Because remember, sometimes being in Australia, you get the stuff first. And, well, New Zealand technically gets it first, then we get it. But we're kind of like early adopters. And the craziest part about being an early adopter is that sometimes when something's broken, you don't get it fixed. But we got the makeup day. We got the Snorlax makeup day. We got a couple of other things too, which is, it's good that the game makes good on those things. But yeah, sometimes you're really excited to make a video and you come out and the circle's broken or something's broken, but you guys as viewers probably love to see that stuff anyway. All right, there we go, 3 shakes. Get in the ball, get in there. It's in there. It's in there. All right, let's have a look. This one's going to the trade ready status for any pal that needs it. All right, we're gonna go back to that other one. There's a Lati, one of the ones. And then, all right, we got another 2 down that way. Let's go down. Let's hope Solar Beam is not part of this makeup, but we do have Jana in the lobby. Shout out Jana. We also have Nat in the lobby, Diet Cloak. So shout out guys. Let's see, what move does it have? Does it have the one we don't want it to have? I'm scared now, I'm scared. Right after I talked a big game about how easy it was, I guess it was, but that second one was not. That second one absolutely was not. Okay, we didn't make any mistakes, but that is the power of tanking, right? Well, maybe the mistake was underestimating the power of Solar Beam. Okay, super effective. What else we got on the field? We got a Cinderace. Gigantamax Cinderace, love that design too. We have a Lapras, which like I said, ain't a bad choice. It's lower on the list, but like I said, it's type effective. Okay, let's see. Now's we're gonna be the chance. Is it gonna be Solar Beam? Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not. You know he's thinking about it. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He's like thinking about it. Maybe I'll do Solar Beam. Maybe I won't. I mean, he hasn't. I think he hasn't attacked once. Just sitting there like hasn't attacked one time. What's he thinking about? Let me know in the comments, what do you think he's thinking about? While we're attacking him and he's just sitting there looking at us, let me know in the comments, what do you think he's thinking about? He's thinking about, yeah, this ain't working well for me. Lost half my health and I haven't even done something. He's like, maybe I should do something about this. Nah, maybe not. Someone has a Haunter? Jana, is that you? Trolling me with your mid-tier evolution Haunter? That is something Jana would do. All right. Whoever has that Haunter on the field, I mean, you're doing the right thing, but at the same time, come on, it's a mid-tier. At least get it to the Gengar. There's so much candy around. That's why I think it's Jana. Jana, I'm suspecting it's you. Okay. So we've had 2 feints. It has pulled a move, but it doesn't look like, based off how much health was missing from my Zama and how much damage Solar Beam did before, I would highly doubt the move that it used was Solar Beam. But let's have a little looky. That Haunter. Come on, spend the 100 candy. Whoever it is, spend the 100 candy. Can you imagine if we get to the end and it's like, heaviest hitter is Diet Cloak with the Haunter. Could be Nat. Nat loves a good troll. If you haven't joined the Discord, guys, join the Discord, link in bio, and or link in description of video. We have a great time there. We don't take it too seriously, which is so fun. So if you're looking for a fun, casual place to chat about Pokemon Go, we got your back. All right, I still didn't see what it is. I'll see it when I edit the video. All right, well, that one was easy. That was easy. That seems like maybe it had the same move as the first time we did it. I'm gonna start walking to the next spot. Look at that Haunter. He's trying to hug him with that move. All right. Let's see, 2178 is the hundo number that we're looking for as part of this. Let's see. Are we lucky? Are we lucky? Well, Nat and my friendship level went up. Let's see. Does it tell you who did the most damage and stuff at the end? I forget. Maybe I skipped past that. Yeah, it doesn't. 2954 is trash. Let's race down to the next one. Not the last one, next one. All right, there was only 3 of us, so I popped a mushroom because the timer ran out. It was running to 0 and then I couldn't add any more. So I popped a mushroom. I'm doing everyone a favor here. Let's see. I couldn't start. I popped a mushroom for nothing. All right, let's go back in. Now we're gonna be those people that have a mushroom with a max lobby and we're gonna look silly. Just like how I look. I've had to put the camera up pretty high, so now I look like some kid like, yeah, can I have some Maccas, please? We call Maccas McDonald's here. We got Ribs, Reese, Danny. Thank you guys for helping support the channel. I hope you enjoy raiding with me. So consider joining the Patreon or here as a YouTube member. Either way, same thing. You be on the friends list. I can invite you to all these things. We can raid together. We can have fun. All right, let's see. Solar beam, yes or no? Actually, can this, thunder. All right, okay, thunder only took off 1 second max guard. We fine. It's time to dance. All right, first we select, then we dance. Did anyone like do the robot? Is that a believable robot? It's like, because there's like there's that, and then you go like that, and then you go like this. Swinging. I think. I'm not a great dancer, believe it or not. I know you just saw what you saw and you think you'd be surprised that I'm not a great dancer, but look, sometimes you're born with talent. And it shines through, but I would still describe myself as a bad dancer. Actually, let's use Behemoth Bash. Let's use Behemoth Bash and see what it does. Come on. I mean, I think that's pretty much the same amount of damage that was taken off when other people were doing their attacks and I was only doing defense. So I pretty much did nothing. Oh well. Okay, we got someone with a Blissey. Oh, my hackles are going up. My hackles are going up. I just don't like Blissey, guys. Part of me doesn't like Blissey because it's become like a joke that I don't like Blissey because people think Blissey is a tank and it's a healer. Look, don't tell anyone, gets the job done. Gets the job done, but still, I like to rail against it. I just think it's a bit of a boring Pokemon to use personally, like because it's just normal type. It's like, It's a bit like that. Okay, G-Max, okay, what would you go with? A move like Pound, a normal type, or would you go with a tough move like G-Max Terror, which is what the Gengar just had? Like Hyper Beam or G-Max Terror. Honestly, every move sounds cool except the ones Blissey has. Blissey's cool in the mainline games, I'll give you that. Okay, let's go back to G-Max Terror. Show them how you get it done. Yeah, let's see if we can roll this Gengar all the way through to the end with Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw, great fast move. Sludge Bomb is the... oh no, this must be Lick then. Because don't forget your... no, actually, maybe it is. No, it's Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw. Lick is a legacy move, I believe. Legacy fast move. Wow, we made it to another phase. So 4 Pokemon fainted. Let's see if we get the shiny on this one, on L2. I just always forget. Is it Latias or is it Latios? Is there a rule for how you remember which one is which? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Look at it, sad. It's like, oh, I didn't beat him. I didn't beat him. All right. Reason my friendship goes up. 2006 is a number we want to see, or a shiny, or 2006 and a shiny. 1938, all right, this one ain't good and ain't all that. Still looks cool though, for sure. I think that's a cool looking Pokemon. It does look more timid than the other one. So Latios is the one that's like more like, whereas Latias is like, let me know what you think about my impersonations of those two. Or, all right, this one's probably the worst one we've got today. The worst one. One. Jeez, don't tell me we got a flea on our hands. No, we still got 9 more balls. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. My throws are so bad. They're so bad. We all know they are. Okay. In you go, baby. One day someone's going to do a montage of all my horrible throws. And I'm just going to have to look at it and be like, yeah, it's true. It's true. What can I say back to that? Great. Great. 1. I guess maybe Latios doesn't have a triangle. Excellent curveball throw. You guys saw it here first. People say don't dance, and I go, dance, dance, baby. All right, 2 excellent curveball throws in a row. I don't want to hear, oh, well, it's easier because it's a max Pokemon. It's still hard for me. And that's why he's staying in the ball. He wants to reward me. Okay. What do we got? Like I said, that ain't good. That ain't good, but that's all right. Let's move on. All right, we got Lilanya, Toasty, and Nat in here. 4 people, 2 max mushrooms though. 2 max mushrooms and 4 people. Now this should be, I'm kind of responsible for one of those mushrooms. I feel so embarrassed every time I see it. I'm like, why did I do it? Why did I do it? I think you should only really use the mushrooms for times when you're desperate, but I guess we thought we were desperate when there was only 3 people in the lobby. Before we got back in with 4 people, oh, okay. Was that just Solar Beam again? Maybe we're glad we do have the 2 max mushrooms. Also, chat, another thing I was thinking about is how do you think they're gonna implement Max Soup in the game? So Max Soup is something you give to a Pokemon and then it can Gigantamax. If you haven't caught that Gigantamax variant, I think they'll bring it in like personally, sun's that way. I think how they'll bring in Max Soup is it'll be kind of like a golden bottle cap, that level of rarity, Master Ball level of rarity. But I'm curious to know what you think. When do you think they're going to bring in Max Soup? I think next year. I'm curious to know what you think. And how do you think they're going to bring it in as well? Those are the things that I want to know from you guys while you are watching this. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. That is quickly becoming like the thing I say. It wasn't the intention. If you look at any of the shorts, it always ends with, but I want to know, when do you think they'll bring Max Soup to Pokemon Go? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so far there has been more Latios than Latias, but there has been both. So I wonder if tomorrow there'll be more Latias than Latios. Or I wonder if I've just had, I wouldn't say like bad luck. Okay, attack incoming, let's see, what is it gonna be? It's Solar Beam, look at it! Bye-bye, Zama. Bye-bye, Zama. Zama goes down, down. Okay, that's all right. So I guess, guys, it's confirmed. Solar Beam, avoid at all costs. Solar Beam is the one you don't want. Look at those teeth. Look at the teeth on Gengar. I mean, those teeth, he's looked after his teeth. He's been to the dentist every 6 months like he's meant to. Those are some straight teeth, or maybe they're veneers. Another thing you can let me know in the comments. Do you think Gigantamax Gengar has veneers? This is why this is a more silly channel than other channels out there, guys. We're discussing if Gigantamax Gengar has veneers or not. But I have fun with it. What's the point of a game if you're not having fun, right? Okay. We got a Hatenna. That's a great option, actually. Someone has Hatenna on the field. That's a great option for these. So have a look at that as well. I think from memory, in terms of best attackers, Gigantamax Gengar, then Dynamax Gengar, then Hatenna, then Gigantamax, I think Urshifu, then, yeah, I think it's Gigantamax Gengar, Dynamax Gengar, then Urshifu, then Hatenna, and then Gmax Lapras. That's kind of the order. From memory, anyway. But you know, there's always the YouTube shorts there if you want to look at those as well. All right, here we go. Let's have a little look. 2178 is the one we want. 2148, 30 off. I mean, I trash talked the 53 or whatever before, but I really shouldn't have. It was fine. I mean, I'm not going to use it anyway, but yeah, I shouldn't have been so hard on it. I apologize to that Latios. I finished my free Gigantamax code, you know, the GoFest Max code that they allowed you to do. I picked Cinderace. Here is the Cinderace 1717. I absolutely forget what the hundo is for this. My throws are so bad. So let's see. I have a 96, so I have a 96 of all the starters. So I've got a 96 of this one, I've got a 96 of Rillaboom, and I've got a 96 of Inteleon or Inteleon. Mr. Leon will see you now. So the big question is, will this be a hundo? I don't feel like it's a hundo, but let's see. Let's see anyway. Okay, it does have the background, these ones, which is cool, which makes it pretty rare. It will become rare anyway. A 98! We've seen improvement on my 96. I will take that. All right, there's been worse. That's good. That's worth leveling up. Okay, I'm happy with that. Nice. Nice work. This is going to be the final one I do for today. Probably, because then I'm going to go to Collect Fest, but I'm going to wrap it up after this. But this is going to be, because I've ran out of all the particles. I started with 3,000 max particles, twice as much as you can hold, because I held on to some from the lead up time research. So that timed research that they give you in the lead up to these events is super helpful. It absolutely is. So that doubled the amount of max particles, which has allowed me to do quite a few. And don't forget, the max particle collections have been boosted for each of these locations as well. You love to see how many max particles are flowing about when you get to the spots. Let's see, Gmax Terra, Mist Ball. Okay, Mist Ball takes off around about half of my maxed out Zamazenta's health. So Mist Ball is another one to look out for there. But still, I think Solar Beam is, whoa. If you're not a really maxed out player, I'm not even a maxed out player, right? But if you're worried that you're kind of underprepared for these, if you see it pull Solar Flare, just get out of the lobby and then re-queue, and that'll re-roll its move to hopefully something like maybe Mist Ball or whatever else was doing barely any damage, because there should be about 3 or 4 moves in the move pool, and generally there's always one that's really bad, and Solar Beam is this one. So if you see it pull Solar Beam, just back out, get out of here, and then re-queue. Okay, so one of my Zamas is down. Wow, we've lost half of our people. Okay, we can do this. We've lost half of our Pokemon. Not half of our people. We still have the full trainers in here. So 7 Pokemon left on the field. What are we attacking with, guys? Let's have a look. Hatenna. Okay, like I said, decent option. Gmax Lapras, again, decent option. And another Gigantamax Gengar, which is best in slot at the moment. Don't forget, guys, coming up, I will be playing Pokemon GO down in Melbourne, Australia. So if you are in Melbourne, Australia, let me know. Next month we'll be in Melbourne, Australia. Month after, be in Adelaide. And then in January we'll be in New Zealand. Pokemon GO will probably have another Go Wild event based off some recent leaks, which is going to be pretty cool. So the Go Wild, or the Wild Ball, the Safari Ball, was found in a recent data mine. So sounds like Go Wild is coming back. And my prediction for Go Wild is going to be that Paradox Pokemon are going to appear as part of that. So I really hope that that's the case. Paradox Pokemon have some pretty cool looking designs. And they did appear on this year's birthday graphic. So it kind of suggests that Paradox Pokemon are coming. The birthday graphic isn't like these things are definitely coming, but it kind of suggests it. So I'm really hoping that's going to be the case. Let's see, is the last one for today going to be a shiny 2006? No shiny 1945. That's neither of those things. We'll catch it and let's do a little wrap up. Okay, so that's it for day one of Dynamax Latios and Latias. And I did a total of 6. We got one little Beldum Dynamax there. Let's look at what is he offering. Nothing. You're gone. Get out of my sight, Dynamax Beldum. Get out of here. So we have 6 total. We did 4 Latios and 2 Latias. The reason why is just because that's how it appeared. I feel like I saw more Latios than Latias this morning. But kind of like, don't forget Latios is the attacker, Latias is the defender. So if you want a good tank, go for Latias. If you want a good attacker, go for Latios. But you know, both are decent enough at what they do. Let's look at the IVs on them. All right, so we got a 15 something 14, decent. Then we have 15, 13. Again, not going to use him. Then we have the shiny. And the shiny was pretty good too, 14, 13, I think. Then, yeah, 13. Yeah, this is where it gets into bad territory. And then Latias, obviously Latias has a lower combat power out the gate anyway, so the best Latias that we had was 1945. Very far from the hundo of 2006, but again, won't be using this as a tank. This was just something fun to get. I just think I've got better G-Max tanks. Latios, again, 1938, so yeah, all the way down from 1938, all the way up to the top here. 2154 with one shiny, the first one that we got. That was absolutely cool. Really curious to know how you guys go. What's your team going to be? Is your team going to be similar to mine, or are you going to roll with something a little bit different? We saw a lot of people bringing the right types to these battles, and I think that's so cool. So hopefully, you know, the videos that I share are helpful to you guys, but at the very least, it's cool that you guys are really getting behind max battles. I think that's so fun. These weren't particularly hard, but watch out for Solar Beam. Again, don't forget, if you like this kind of stuff, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. All those things are super helpful to me, and consider signing up for the Patreon. Like all of these people have signed up to the Patreon. Otherwise, you can join as a YouTube member as well. There's many options. I am mesmerized by this beautiful tree here. Look at this beautiful tree. South Bank is truly beautiful. I forget what events are coming up, but look, next weekend there'll be another event, I'm sure. I forget what it is. I think it might be a research day or something. Either way, I'm gonna see you there. I'll see you there, okay? See you in the next video. Don't forget to do all the stuff. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love.